Welcome back, guys. So I've just received this 16-piece multi-tool from Amazon. It was £16. I've been looking at it for about 2 weeks thinking, is it going to be shit? Is it going to be flimsy? Is it just going to fall apart? Then I thought, do you know what, just order one, you'll never know. So I did, and here it is. Now I might actually just go to Woods and do this review, guys. Because what better way to test it out where it was intended to be used. So I might go get changed and do that. Now what do I think of this? Well, I'm actually quite impressed with it, guys. As you can see, it comes in this nice little case, which you can put on a belt if you wanted to, which I'm going to be doing soon. I've ordered a belt, I'm just waiting for it. But yeah, there she is. Got her own little sheath there. Now this is about, I'd say about 5-6 inch maybe, but it's got a good weight to it, which I'm glad about because it means it shouldn't fall apart quite soon, guys. Tell you what, it's absolutely freezing today. So yeah, obviously you've got your axe, you've got your hammer, got that bit at the top there. You put screwdriver bits in which come with this. You've got a pair of snips there, obviously your pliers, which I'll demonstrate that in a minute. Then here you've got a file with a bottle opener on the end. And you've got a little knife, guys. And let me tell you, it is sharp. My missus knows because she opened it yesterday and first thing she did was cut herself. As you can see, I messed about with it a bit yesterday when it turned up, obviously. And you've even got a little flint. So we're going to see if we can stake a couple of pieces of wood with this. We're going to see if we can hammer them into the ground with the hammer. We're going to see if we can split wood with it. We're going to see if we can split wood with a knife. And see how it gets on with feathering, guys. I'm shit at all this review stuff, so bear with me. But yeah, I'd definitely recommend getting one, guys. 16 quid, it is pretty heavy, which is good. It's basically got everything you need, other than a saw. Now it does come with a saw, guys, but it's absolutely useless, so I brought my own. I'll show you the saw in a minute. But for now I'm going to go collect some pieces for this little experiment. I've decided, guys, I won't be giving the other saw away, the new one, because they are pretty shit. They'll just get stuck. Once you get quite far through, they'll just get stuck all the time, so no good. See what I mean? Pretty shit, to be fair, guys. Pretty shit. I have ordered a different saw. Right, we'll see how this gets on with spiking off, guys. It's obviously not going to be as good as a big axe, but it's just nice and compact. You can carry it about with you. Now this is about 3 inch, guys, so it's doing pretty good for a 3 inch stick. I don't think that did too bad, guys. For a tiny little axe like that, like a 3 inch stick, I think that's passed the test, guys. It's done pretty good. Right. Next test. Right, guys, so I've got this piece here. It's about 1 inch thick, but let's face it, that's all you're going to be using this for anyway. Just little stuff. Like I say, you're not going to be cutting big logs. I think that just passed the test, guys. So it's not bad at staking. We've just proved it can split wood. Like I say, it's about 1 inch thick. You probably get away with 2 inch, guys. I don't think it'll go throughout bigger than that, to be fair. So let's test the knife out now, guys. Right, so I'm going to stake it first and see if the hammer will drive it into the ground. That's just too fat. I know it's not going to work with that, guys. It's about 3 inch thick. It's actually pretty cool, guys. I love it. Oh, isn't it cute, guys? Right, let's see if the hammer will drive it into the ground. Right, so I don't think much to the hammer. You just feel like you're going to break it, so just be old school, get a log, drive it into the ground that way, guys. But the axe, for me, is a pass. So, I'm sure there's someone in here, guys. So yeah, that's your knife, guys. That's the saw it comes with, which is a bit of a waste. I could have made blade run all the way down, because that saw's absolutely useless. Could probably saw through twigs with it, and that's about it. But let's face it, you can just snap twigs with your hands. So let's see if this will split this. Well, it split it, guys. Into 4 sections. So I think that's the pass. Like I say, it's just little stuff this, guys. You're not going to be using it for anything thicker than 2 inch, I guess. So now we'll see how it gets on with shaving wood, guys. Let's clear that shit off there. There's a knot there, that's why it's struggling. And there. Well, come on, guys, for what it is, it's pretty good, isn't it? I honestly would recommend getting one, guys. Now, I've been hammering it with sticks and stuff, and it's still strong, it's still nice and tight. So that's good. Right, the flint. Let's see if we can get a fire going with that, guys. I've brought my frying pan, guys. A couple of sticks of fat wood. So we'll get them shaved in there and see if we can get a spark. So it's just shaved that down to a nice little point. That's a saw bit, which I'm going to use that, guys, to strike the flint with, because I tested it last night and if you use the back of the knife it just falls in on itself, so that's a bit of a shit thing. I don't want to use the blade, so I'm going to use a saw part, so I'm never going to use that bit anyway. So see if we can get fire, guys. In fact, I'll empty it out of the pan, guys, because it's just getting in my way. I bet this bit of fat was dried out, guys. Nearly had one then. Get some finer shavings on there and see if that helps. There we go, guys, finally. We have fire. And you just stick your little flint back in there. Lovely jubbly. Honestly, guys, it's brilliant. That's just an old shitty frying pan, so I'm not bothered about that. But yeah, we got there in the end. That's everything it comes with, guys. The whistle, I forgot to show you, is on the end of the flint. So once that flint runs out, it's still got a whistle. So that's 1, 2, 3 for your wire cutters, 4 for your pliers, the knife and saw 5, 6, the file and bottle opener is 7 and 8, you've got your flint and steel, which is 9 and 10, which is in there, just pops out. Obviously that flint's not going to last very long, guys, but the case it comes in, that's classed as a piece, that's 11. You've got your screwdriver in there, that's 12. Got these here, which, what are they? Like nail pullers. and you've got that sort of little bit there. I think there's something somewhere in here, guys, which I couldn't find last night. Well, I only spent about 10 minutes. But yeah, I'll show you wire cutters. Now I've just got an old safety pin here. It's probably about 1 millimetre, 2 mil thick. So we'll test it with that, guys. Can you see? There we go. Snapped it clean in half. So they are pretty useful. The wire that you do fetch to woods, guys, it's not going to be no thicker than that anyway. But I'm confident it'll probably cut up to about 5 millimetres. So yeah, pretty happy with them. Forgot about the screwdriver bits, guys, they're in there. Got 3 screwdriver bits, 2 Phillips and a flathead. So I'm going to see how this drives a screw into a log. So I've took the bit out and that just sits in the top of that. I've got my sexy screw, so let's see if it goes in, guys. Let me just close all this first. Don't drop your screw. Yeah, it worked. Don't think it's something I'm going to be using though, but it worked. Although the axe did get in the way, guys, when I was doing it, which resulted in a little cut. That's a bit shit. I'll probably leave that screwdriver bit alone, because it's just shit. That bit's shit, guys. That gets in the way, that gets in the way. But yeah, I'd definitely recommend one, guys. I really would. 16 quid. It's proper small, comes in a nice little case, it'll just sit on your waist like that. Bob's your fucking uncle. And that's probably the shittest review you've ever seen on YouTube. In fact, to avoid that cut that I've just done on my finger, guys, I could have just put that on. Dickhead. But yeah. That's it, back in its little case. Just sit on your waist there, guys. Saves you carrying your axe around with you if you want to just toddle off down. Just down there or up there. Just take this with you. Lovely jubbly. So there we have it, guys. The worst review ever on YouTube. Ever in the world. Ever. So I'm just going to climb in my little den and hide out away from the world for the rest of my life. So that review were just absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. So I'll see you all another day, guys. Maybe.